Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? I am going to do a recap for you today of Facebook. Let me go ahead and take this image off here. Here we go. And this is what we got for you today. Interesting day on Facebook. Some, I would dare to say some serious manipulation on Facebook today. We all knew if it cracked these lows of the 164.50 area, that had a good chance. There's a huge gap that it potentially has a chance to fill. So that's something a lot of us are very interested in. But we're just pretty much following the action. Now, early in the morning, SPY and Facebook were very divergent. So every time SPY was squeezing up, the Facebook was barely moving. So it was just kind of hovering around the VWAP area for a good portion of the time. So anyway, is little later on, I missed this. This was a nice lower high right here. I missed this. I can't remember what I was doing, but I missed it. So I was like, balls. So, it is what it is, and there's going to be another trade. I've been really trying to work on my patience unless I see a really good setup. This spoke to me. This said good setup, but I missed it. So it is what it is. Anyway, it came down, and it went all the way down to 164.60, and then you can see it got bought up right here in this area right here, which I will highlight. And so that, representing that there's some buyers there at that level, okay? And then it scooped on up, right? We did a VWAP test right here. It hit the VWAP. I took some right here. And you can see it rejected perfectly off of it in a nice seller's candle. So it started to go down. I didn't take any off yet. And then all of a sudden, now this is where I'm really proud of myself because there's two things in here that I'm about to tell you that Pat preaches all the time. So, and today it came to fruition because I just followed it. This big squeeze candle that you can see right here, it just happened so fast. I was underwater like so quickly. And there was just, at this point, he always says, at this point, there's nothing that you can do about it. That money is gone if you stop out. He always says, just wait. Just wait a second and see what happens. So, what I started to see some selling right here. So what I did, and we had this level right here, and then these levels right here. So I added right up here. I added here, and so then I waited, came down a little bit, came up a little bit, kind of dicked around, and then here's a typical another thing, another market maker squeeze, push through the opening price, and then but it's also what was I going to say? I was pretty much risking the high of the day at this point because I had taken some ads in here. So I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and give it to 166, which did come into play later in the day, I believe. Anyway, so this right here just got rejected right back down. So that to me was a really good indication that it's going to come back down. So when I saw that, I added more and then took this big red candle, took some off right here, right when it came to the 50. Then it messed around and crossed the VWAP, came back up, and then we had another big dirty red candle. Boom, right to the open close. And then right around here, I just started to feel like it was basing. We had a little bit of a lower high here, or a higher low, sorry. And then I got out. At this point, I got out, and I was going to look for a re-entry. I never did get a re-entry because I just pretty much took it off at this point. I was happy with my gains and just walked away. It's been a rough few days for me lately, and I just wanted to take my profits and take my ball and go home. So that's what I did. It did end up coming down lower. If you wanted to hold it all day, you probably could have got a really good fill. It went all the way up to this 166, which I saw. I didn't take. Again, I was green. I just didn't want to. And Facebook was kind of being a little wishy-washy with some manipulation today, so I kind of stayed away from it at that point. But it did come down, and we'll make for an interesting trade tomorrow. You can see it went all the way down to 163.75, so it did break those levels. But anyway, the few things that I really wanted to get to the point was, don't panic if there's a squeeze. If you have a stop loss, then you're screwed. There's really no other way to put it. I do a manual stop loss unless I'm away from my computer, and I'm glad I did because it just got the chance to go ahead and make the decision on my own. I waited, just like Pat says, because this was just a squeeze, guys. He always says this is not from buying pressure. This is just a squeeze, okay? So this is not a bunch of people coming in here to buy. And even though it was a pretty good volume candle right here, but with the buying pressure and with the people getting out of their short positions, it's a combination. So yes, there is some buying, but there's also a lot of selling. So as it was evident when it came back down. So when you see this, he always says jump on it. That's exactly what I did, and it worked out for me today, guys. I hope this video helped you, and just learn how to be patient. Don't panic, and just wait for that next candle, like he says. Have your risk. If if it's already at the top, add some more in. The worst it's going to do is hit up to the high day, and then you're going to get out. All right? I hope this video helped, guys. Take care.